local television network, TSPN. And now back to Today's Seniors Living Well with your host, Lori Webb.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Today's Seniors Living Well. The theme of this 6-week series is to make 2013 your lucky year. And we've been doing that, if you're just tuning in, by talking about a number of services and things that are available in Amador County that will help you prepare to make your own luck in life. And today's program has been focusing on pretty much healthcare issues. But one of the things about healthcare in Amador County is a lot of people identify transportation as a problem accessing healthcare. And even though we have an absolutely terrific rural transit system, a lot of people don't know about it. So we're going to start this segment by showing a couple clips of some things that are actually available here in Amador County for transportation for not just seniors, but for everybody.
Amador Transit has been a proud member of the local community since 1977. It's a hub-style system where all routes begin and end at the Sutter Hill Transit Center. The routes are timed to provide smooth connections to shuttles or outbound county routes. The commuter service in Sacramento is much appreciated by its riders for a number of reasons. Riding the Sacramento Express not only saves money, but it can save you time. The buses have built-in Wi-Fi service. You can get an extra 2 or 3 productive hours out of every day. These can be spent reading, relaxing, or conducting business on your cell phone or computer.
Hi, I'm Rosemary. I ride the bus from Sutter Hill to Sacramento every day, and I was reluctant at first to ride the bus, but it is a no-brainer. I love just sitting and letting someone else do all the driving, and I don't have to worry about traffic, and I can read my book and watch my movies. It's wonderful.
This popular route also makes connections to Sacramento Light Rail, Amtrak, and the Sacramento International Airport. Amador Transit operates a shuttle bus service between Jackson, Martell, and Sutter Creek. This shuttle bus circulates among shopping centers, offices, and other frequented locations throughout the day, Monday through Friday. Amador Transit also provides scheduled service to Plymouth, Ione, and upcountry areas. Schedules and fare information are available at the Amador Transit website and other locations.
Public transit. I save money, I get exercise. Pretty convenient way to go.
For those who are unable to use our fixed route service, assisted transportation called DialARide provides scheduled door-to-door transportation in the Jackson, Martell, Sutter Creek area. This very popular service has had a life-altering effect on some of its riders.
I was already prepared to move out of the area. I was just spending too much time alone, and I need to get out where people were.
Hi, Peach. Sure, we could schedule a trip for you for tomorrow.
When I heard about DialARide, it was coming in July of 2011, I called my landlady and said, I'm staying. And it was like the door opened and let me out. And now I just call and make my appointment. I'm not embarrassed. I don't have to call a neighbor. It gave me back my independence. All of the people in the DialARide service are friendly, and the drivers are especially friendly. They when I go shopping, they will bring the groceries right to the door. DialARide is my gateway to freedom.
Individuals interested in utilizing our DialARide paratransit service should contact Amador Transit staff for more information.
Hi. Welcome back to today's Seniors Living Well, and with me I have my friend Robin Valencia. Robin, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you so much for having me.
You know, I was so surprised when I saw that DialARide video the first time. Jean Doncaster was a good friend of mine. She was a nurse and really independent, and there she was on the DialARide.
Jean started on DialARide when she started to lose her vision from macular degeneration, and her family had heard about Amador Transit's DialARide service and signed her up. And like she said, it was her gateway to independence. It let her get out and go shopping and go to her exercise classes. I understand she went to over 400 exercise classes.
She did Foothill Fitness.
And she just really appreciated that our service was there, and our drivers took care of her and were able to bring her groceries up to the door for her and help her out. And
so you became like her, kind of like her other body to take her around. And yeah, I knew that Foothill Fitness was really important to her, and even though it wasn't that far from her house, it was DialARide that kept her going.
That's right.
So now she was like one of those seniors who was very independent in their aging, and yet she did qualify for DialARide because of her vision.
Because of her vision and because she was not able to get to a bus stop. That would have been, she couldn't have walked up and down hills to get out to the road or anything like that.
Sure.
So there's a number of ways that you can qualify for the DialARide service, whether it's a physical or a visual or a cognitive type disability, or not just riding a bus, but being able to get to a bus, or being able to get, once you're at your location, to get where you need to go. And like you said, they would take her groceries into the house, so it's better than a taxi even, because sometimes the taxi drivers won't do that. Yeah, we can't actually go inside a home,
but you can take
to the door for them.
Yeah. Okay, that's great.
So we can do that.
And how do people enroll in DialARide?
There is an application process, and we can either send an application to you or download it from our website, or what I also like to do is take the application over the phone. So someone can just call me, I will complete the application, and that gives me a better idea of what kind of transportation help they need, and I may be able to not only help them with DialARide, but refer them to other programs or services in the community, like the senior center. We have several clients who enjoy going for lunch and bingo, and so there's other things that we can talk about then and get a feel for what the person really needs.
So they don't need a computer, and they don't need to come down to your office. They can just pick up the phone.
They can do it over the phone. We can, if we need to, send off the professional verification to a healthcare provider. We can fax that, and they don't have to do anything and do it all over the phone or by mail.
That's great. And do they reach you at the same number that's the transit number?
Yeah, 267-9395.
267-9395. I'll have that one memorized pretty soon. So DialARide's a great service, but some people don't qualify. But the shuttle service is also a great service.
We have an awesome shuttle service. We have 13 shuttles a day right now. They go through Jackson and Sutter Creek. They're going in reverse loops. So one shuttle will leave the transit center and head out toward Jackson, where the other shuttle will head out to Sutter Creek first, so that they're reversing. So you have less travel time. You might take a shuttle A to get from, let's say, your home to the senior center, and then you'll take a shuttle B to get back, because that would be your shorter trip that way. But our shuttle goes to all the major grocery stores, to Walmart, to Kmart, to the Jackson Hills Apartments, the Kennedy Rollingwood area, the Senior Center, Health and Human Services. So you can get just about anywhere you need to go, in that service area through the shuttle, and it's only $1 a trip.
$1 a trip.
Right, where DialARide is $2 a trip. And you can be qualified for DialARide and still ride the shuttle if you're able to. Maybe you feel better one day and you're up for it, or the weather's not, a factor, or things like that.
So you don't have to be homebound to get on DialARide, and if you're on DialARide, you can still take advantage of this great shuttle.
That's right.
Well, and the shuttle schedule is really easy to read because, I learned how to read it.
Once you learn how to read, it's very easy to read.
Well, Robin, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much for having us.
So that's all that we have time for today, and next week we have one more show. We're going to be talking with Dr. Pantazis, who's the local pain specialist, and some of you didn't even know we had a pain specialist. So between now and then, though, please remember to go to the senior center and buy your mom some candy, or a mom you know some candy, because we have plenty of treats for sale. And there's a lot of other things going on in the community. Last week I was saying I don't have time at the end to say all the things that were going on, but this weekend we have a craft show in Cedar Creek, and we have the Mother's Day luncheon at Tommy's, Jackson Rotary's putting on, and there's going to be some other Mother's Day things at various churches and things going on that I don't have the details for here. But to recap what we learned today, Debbie, we want people to call and make their appointment for October to do
call 800-434-0222 and ask for HICAP.
Great. And if you are already on Medicare and you've been looking at your Medicare summaries and you see something that looks a little fishy, call Barbara Long.
At the same number.
At the same number. And when Barbara makes an appointment, they come to the senior center and bring
their MSN and all their calendars, everything that they have a concern about.
So you can be Sherlock with Barbara to track down whether somebody's been defrauding Medicare. And then we have Monica, who will be at the Commission on Aging meeting next weekend, right after we tape this show, 10 o'clock at the Senior Center, and you and Jay Preet are going to be doing a little expanded presentation of what you did this morning.
Absolutely.
Great. And Robin, quickly, use DialARide in the shuttle.
DialARide in our fixed route shuttle. Call Amador Transit at 267-9395. We have great dispatchers who will help you, or you can ask for me.
Great. So everybody, thanks for joining us today, and tune in next week.
Say goodbye.
Bye. Bye.